Alright, January 1st, Happy New Year. Let's hope that 2023 is better for crypto than 2022 was. Just want to make a quick video about the new high card that has been released. First off, just want to say, I'm not a financial advisor. I've not been paid by High to make this video, and I am not a shill for it. I'm just a big user of crypto cards. I started with Crypto.com's green card, and later upgraded to the ICE white card. I even went through the old swipe cards back in the day when they were a thing before Binance bought them. So I've been meaning to make this video for a while, but the high card was getting delayed, and I wanted to make sure it was actually released first and use it for a few days to make sure everything works as expected. So what is a crypto debit card? Well, in short, it's just a regular debit card that you can top up with fiat or crypto, and every time you make a purchase with that card, you're going to get some cash back in crypto. With the high card, you're also going to get some other benefits, such as free Netflix or Spotify. There's quite a vast list you can choose from, and we'll go through that in a bit. But the more you stake, the more benefits you'll get. So when we say stake, it means you're going to buy a certain amount of high, and you're going to lock that up for 6 to 12 months, and you can't touch it then. But the high does still belong to you, so after the 6 or 12 months, you're free to sell that high. But once you do so, you will lose the benefits of the card. So if you want to keep using the card, you're going to have to keep that money staked and just kind of set to one side. Think of it as a savings pot. So, as we said, there's different levels of the cards. So let's have a look at those now. So let's open up a browser and scroll down. So here are the 6 levels of cards they have. Now, these numbers have actually changed. So we'll go through the old numbers and the new numbers for those who are just getting into it now. So the basic card is going to cost you 100 high, and prior to 2023, you're going to get 1% interest. If you've staked after 2023, you're not actually going to get anything for this. So not really worth it. But at a current cost of around about 2.7 cents, this card would have cost you $2.70. So we move on to the black card where, this really actually starts. It's going to cost you 1,000 high, which is around $27. If you staked before 2023, you're going to get 3% cash back. If you staked after 2023, this is actually going to be 1% cash back. You're also going to get a 10% earn booster. So when you stake for the high card and lock your high up, let's say you stake for a year, they're actually going to give you a 20% interest on that stake. With the high black card, they're going to give you a 10% extra on that. So you're actually going to get 22% interest on your stake. And you can also choose one lifestyle subscription. We'll go through a list of all those, but basically there's like 100 different subscriptions you can choose from. So with the one that you get this one, say you choose Spotify. If you pay for Spotify with your card, you're going to get up to £12, $12 or €12 back in cash back instead of the 1 or 3%. Moving on to the silver card, this is the card that I started with. It's going to cost you 10,000 high, which is around $270 at the moment. If you staked before 2023, you're going to get 5% cash back. But if you stake now, it's actually only going to be 2% cash back. You're going to get 20% extra on your earn, bringing you up to 24% if you're staking for the year. And you can choose 3 lifestyle subscriptions. So if you staked before 2023, this is very comparable to the Crypto.com ICE White or Rose Gold card. But it's obviously a lot cheaper given that costs $40,000. So moving on to the gold card, it's going to cost you 100,000 high. So starting to get towards, more serious money now. This is going to cost you around $2,700. If you staked before 2023, you're going to get 8% cash back, which is just huge. If you staked after 2023, it's going to get you 3% cash back. You're going to get an extra 30% on your earn rewards. So, instead of 20%, you're going to be now getting 26%. And you can choose 5 lifestyle subscriptions, which is a lot. I kind of struggled to find 5 that I really wanted. Moving on to platinum. Very serious money now. You're looking at 1 million high, which is $27,000. So this is closer to the price of the Crypto.com ICE White and Rose Gold card, but it has much greater benefits. If you stake prior to 2023, you're going to get 9% cash back. If you staked after, you're going to get 5%. You're going to get 40% extra on your earns and 10 lifestyle subscriptions to choose from. And moving on to the diamond card for the absolute ballers out there, it's going to cost you 10 million high, which is $270,000 right now. You're going to get a massive 10% cash back if you staked before 2023. If you staked after, it's going to be 8%, which is still huge. You're going to get an extra 50% on all your earns, and you can choose 15 lifestyle subscriptions. So let's take a look at the lifestyle subscriptions, and we'll have to open the app for that. So let's close our browser, open up the phone, and if we go to card in the app and click on card benefits and click on the lifestyle subscriptions, we can choose them all here. So manage subscriptions. Now here you can see the 5 that I've already chose. So I've gone with eBay, Tesco, Apple TV, YouTube, and Paramount. Great thing with these is that you can change them each month. So for instance, I've got Paramount just so I can watch some of the Star Trek stuff on there. Once I've watched that, I'm likely going to change Paramount and I'll swap it out for something else. So I'll just show you how to do that. So if we click on edit at the top and click add subscriptions, this is where we can see them all. So for travel and transport, you've got Uber and Priority Pass. So moving on to food and shopping, you can see the 2 that I've chosen, eBay and Tesco. Now you might be thinking eBay and Tesco don't have a subscription, and you're right, they don't. So for things like this, they said that the first £12, euros or dollars, depending on your local currency, that you spend at these places, you will get 100% cash back for that. Everything after that, you will then get your normal rebate amount. Moving on to lifestyle and fitness, I'll go through these slowly so you can see them all. They did say that they will be changing these and adding more to them, and these will be dependent on your local country. So if you're seeing something here that isn't on yours, or you're seeing stuff on yours that isn't on mine, it's because we're in different countries. I'm in the UK. So moving on to music and video, which I imagine most people will be choosing their rebates from. Again, I'll go through the list nice and slow so you can see them all. A lot of these I've never even heard of. So Apple TV is one I've chose. Apple Music and Amazon Music I don't need because, as I said earlier, I've got the IC White card, which gives me Amazon Prime, Netflix and Spotify. There is Amazon Prime for those who don't have it, Netflix and Spotify, along with some spicy content. I've also gone with YouTube and Paramount. So moving on to productivity. Again, we'll go through these nice and slow so you can see them. Adobe, very useful one. You know, I may look at using that one in the future to get £12 off my subscription that I'm paying. Discord Nitro, again, something I use quite a lot. So Curve, this is one I will be taking advantage of. At the moment, I pay yearly for my Curve Metal subscription. So I will gladly take £12 a month off that if I can. And lastly, social and dating, and there's 3 in there to choose from. So again, the more high you stake, the higher the level card you get, the more of these subscriptions you can choose from. So next we're going to show you how to top up the card, and Hive made this incredibly easy, especially in the UK where banks are putting severe limits on transferring money to crypto companies, either completely blocking it or, you know, limiting you to just a few £1,000s a month. So with Hive, you actually get a bank account set up in your name with its own sort code and account number. So if you go to IBAN, I'm going to block these details out, but it'll show you the name, who the bank is with. In the UK, it's with Clearbank, and you'll have a full IBAN number, which you can take the sort code and account number from. And from there, you can just take these details and do a regular bank transfer. So as far as your bank's concerned, you've just done a bank transfer to your own bank account. Now, these aren't instant. So if you're used to sending money in the UK, an instant transfer is instant. It appears in your account in seconds. With Hive, these are manually processed, but after speaking to the admins on Telegram, they have said that they've put measures in place to start automating some of these. So if a transfer looks safe, as they word it, then it will be picked up by the system automatically and it won't need manual process. Now, from what I can gather, safe means if it's from yourself to yourself. So if the names are matching and if it's a low amount. So if you're sending £500 from your own account to yours, it should be picked up as safe and appear much quicker. Whereas if it's from a different account, you know, your friends sending you a couple of £1,000s, it's probably going to get picked up for a manual review. So once you've made the transfer, it's going to go into your Fiat account. So if you go over to Fiat, you can see your money is here. And once it's there, that's it. You don't need to top the card up with it. This is where the money is going to get pulled from. So you can also send crypto and spend via crypto rather than Fiat. So if we go back to our card and click on the spendable balance at the top, you can choose your main currency. So for me, I'm always going to be spending in Fiat. and you can choose a second currency. So if you decide that you don't want to spend actual money and you have Bitcoin that you want to spend, you can do that. So in the second currency, you can choose from Tether, Bitcoin, or Ethereum. Now, if you're spending in crypto rather than fiat, the total amounts are going to vary. So as we know, after last year's fiasco with the UST, stablecoins aren't always fully pegged 1-to-1, and High want to cover their backs with that. So you can only make a transaction of 90% of the total value. So if you have $1,000 worth of USDT, the maximum purchase you can make with that is going to be $900. Now, once you've spent that $900 and you've got $100 left, the next maximum purchase you'll be able to do is $90. And with the actual cryptos like Bitcoin and Ethereum, those are going to show 80% of their total value. So if you have $1,000 of Bitcoin, the biggest purchase you can make at any one time will be $800. So I've seen this question asked a lot in Telegram why the values don't match. So I just wanted to put that out there because it doesn't seem to be common knowledge. So when we have High in our account, it actually goes to different accounts. So we're going to show you those different places it can go and what counts towards your staking and what doesn't. So if we go to wallet and High, you can see we have a flexible account, an earnings account, a vault account, and rewards. So flexible is your wallet. It's where all your cashback's going to go. It's completely open. You can withdraw it, sell it, trade it. It's yours. There's no lockup, but there's also no benefits while it's there. So earnings, if you stake for 6 months or 12 months, this is where it is going to go. If we click that, you can see each day it's going to pay out the interest, and that interest gets paid into your flexible account. If we go back, you have a vault account. Now, this might not get used as much as it did. Prior to a couple of weeks ago, you used to be able to buy High at a 30% discount, and it would get locked up for a year. And every day, 1/365th of that amount would get unlocked into your flexible. So each day, I'm going to see this vault account go down, and once my vault account plus earnings gets below 100,000 High, I will actually lose the benefits from my card. So I'm going to have to start putting some of my flexible into my earnings to make sure that those two values always add up to 100,000 if I want to keep the stake benefits, which I definitely do. And rewards is where all your rewards will go. So, for example, if you refer someone to High, you have the ability to claim 1 High per day for 7 days, which, at the moment doesn't sound like a lot, 2.7 cents. But back when I started, High was $1.40, so it did make a difference. So all these rewards will go into the reward account, and then once they are unlocked, they'll get moved to the vault account, and then they will be released over a year. So if you follow High on Twitter and you've been keeping up with them, you'll see that they're making constant partnerships with companies, and one of the most recent ones they've done is with Unstoppable Domains. So they now have a whole High TLD. So with the High card, you can now claim your username .high as a free NFT. This is still in very early stages, but I will make a future video once it's all finalized and it's a full functioning product. So one of the other things that we've already talked about that we didn't really go into detail about is the earns. So we'll have a quick look at those now. So if we go to earn, you'll see that they have flexible and fixed term. So anything in flexible is going to give you interest just whilst it's there. And they have Ethereum at 0.3%, Tether at 4%, Euros at 2.5%, and Great British Pounds at 3.5%. So when you top up your card and you're moving money into your pounds or euro account, you're actually going to get interest whilst it's in there. And this is paid out every Friday. And the rates are pretty good. Yeah, my bank does not give me these rates. Now, whilst these are nice and high, I don't think these are going to last forever. I think these are just a plan to try and onboard people in and give an extra incentive. So I'm not saying, take all your money out your bank account and stick it in here and get loads of interest. Like, only put what you're going to spend in here, Stay safe. So, as you can see, I don't have much earned in here, but until the card came out last week, I didn't have a whole lot in High. So, those are the flexible terms. If we go to fixed terms, this is where you get the extra benefits. You can see that because I have the gold card, I get the 30% earned booster, which is applied. So, High, 20 plus 6%. So, if I want to stake High, I'm going to click High. And I can choose either a 6-month period or a year period. If I stake for 6 months, I'm going to get 15% plus my 4.5 for being a gold card. Or if I go for the full year, I'm going to get 20% plus that extra 30%, give me 26%. So once my vault starts draining down a bit, I'm going to have to put some of these in there. If I want to stake other cryptocurrencies, I can do that, and there's greater flexibility with this one. So if I go to Tether, You know, I can stake for a week, a month, 3 months, 6 months, or a year. And these are all going to get higher and higher. The longer you stake, the more interest you're going to get. And your earn booster applies for all of these. So if you want to stake some Bitcoin, you can pop that in there. Obviously, the longer you stake it, the more you're going to get. And we obviously have that earn booster. Now, I do believe the earn booster is paid out in high, and the rest of it is paid in the native coin. So I'm going to get 6% Bitcoin and then 1.8% extra in high. So I believe that covers everything in the app at the moment. If you've made it this far in the video and you think, yes, I want the high card, you will actually need a referral link. I'm not joking. As the time of recording this video, the referral feed is a required field. So if you don't have a friend who has a high card that you want to help out, I would appreciate if you use my link, and that link is Boxie, that's BOXXIE. I'll pop a link in the description and it's on the screen now. If you have any questions about the high card, just pop them in the comments and I will do my best to answer them. I'm quite active on their Telegram and Discord. One thing I've not actually mentioned yet is currently right now the card is only available in Europe and the UK, but they are planning on expanding this to the whole of the world. But you can join the waiting list, and once the card is released in your region, you'll be notified about it and you'll be one of the first in your region to be able to use the card. So that brings us to the end of the video. If you feel you got use out of this, feel free to like, share, subscribe. If you didn't like it, hit the dislike button. Let me know. And hopefully I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.